All right, good morning. So, trialing this change of streaming structure so that I can hopefully actually go through the stuff that I want to go through. So, rather than trading live, I'm going to be trying to do a pre-trading stream where we go through the pre-market, what we're looking at, and various different parts of my trading process. And then I will go live afterwards. I plan on going live around 12 o'clock every day to go through what we did well, what we did badly, um, and what we're working on going forward. So, first of all, let's just have a look at the market itself this morning. It's a very similar picture to what we've seen for the last 6 trading days. Now, 7th trading day in a row of making higher highs. Finally, in an uptrend for the first time since May. Very different market conditions to trade. Very, very different indeed. I've been trading within a big range now for 7 months. So the majority of my time that I've spent trading has been in a range. The only time I've experienced an uptrend like this in the past was back at the start of last year, which is when I was literally just starting out. So I was a real baby back then. So this is sort of all pretty new to me. So what we're seeing is higher highs again. We've got what we look for in the pre-market is major confluences between yesterday and the overnight. So what was yesterday's value area high has turned into this morning's value area low. And that's actually where we're trading at right now. So essentially what was deemed by the market as expensive or overpriced yesterday is today being seen as cheap. The lower end of the curve, if you like, rather than the higher end of the curve. So it'll be interesting to see how this holds. If we can hold this level and move up strong off the open this morning, then that will be our first trade of the day. And I will show you what that looked like yesterday. Both yesterday and Monday, we had trades set up here. So this was, I haven't got the annotations on the chart now, but this yesterday was the value area high, and we held it. So this would have been a good move for a long position. Hang on, I'm not in the right place. Here. So actually, I have still got the annotations. So you just need to please ignore the green. But we've got this dotted line here is last night's value area low. We held that off the open and closed above. This would have been a great long position. Great long position. We also had this happen last week. Now this is something that this wasn't a trade to make prior to this year, but this is a change in market conditions, and I need to adapt to it. So that's what we're seeing in the market. Each week, I'm now going to be doing a weekly report that I'll be sending out to certain people. And a part of this new type of report, I'll be doing a pre-market slide every morning in terms of what I'm looking at and what my thoughts are. So we've got our narrative for the day. Now, I've used the term narrative rather than bias because, this is an idea based off of what I'm seeing. This is not some sort of rigid, I'm not going to be held to this religiously. But we are long. That's the narrative that we're building, is that we're in a continuation of what is a wider uptrend. So I'm not going to be looking to trade short unless we break below the overnight range and below yesterday's closing price, and then we trade some sort of breakout retest short. But we'll not be taking any shorts up here. Okay. So this is because the market's making fresh all-time highs, and there's still not been any major hourly lower lows since last Monday. So I did take a couple of shorts last week. It was my short trades that I lost. So again, it's about me being more adjustable to the market conditions that we're in. Areas of interest. So we've already got the confluence that we talked about here between the overnight value low and yesterday's value high. And then we've also got hourly support both at the top and the bottom of the overnight range. Now, I called the top of the overnight range support because when I was doing this morning, the market was breaking above the overnight range, but we've currently traded back in, so it's no longer support. It could potentially be resistance. But if you look on the 15-minute chart, we've got a real shelf here of yesterday's highs becoming this morning's lows. So there are areas of interest. Yeah, and then as we said, the narrative will only change if we break below yesterday's close. And then this is one of the reasons that I'm not going to be trading live, is because I've got other things to do rather than talking. So I've got this, I've updated my, calling it a trade tracker, where I've got a lot of different information to put into it. Now, I've got a drop down, lots of different drop downs of different things to fill it in with. So entry model, the overall issue that I have encountered, which has made day trading tricky rather than easy, is the fact that no one system works all the time in every market condition. And I find just simply trading one system rigidly all the time is a bad idea. And I want to become more nimble. So what I'm going to be doing is giving myself the option to use multiple entry models, all of which I've used effectively in the past, to essentially collect more data. So it's my discretion when I don't use them. But I'm not just going to be trading breakout retests. As these trades come up throughout the week, I will then actually go into more detail about what I'm doing and why I'm doing it. But yeah, I'm going to be, using some of Tom Hugard's models, using other models, grading those setups, and loads of other stuff. And again, as we fill this in, I will actually go through it step by step. And this will be in my post trading stream. And then final thing is copying a top trader in America with his daily report card, just to track, rather than tracking the statistics, which the Excel sheet does. This tracks more sort of my mind and how my mind is relating to the actual output of the trades. So we put a goal for the day, we put some sort of affirmation, we grade ourselves actually based on our mentality, how we're feeling, what we're thinking, rather than just how the actual trades are going. And I'm sure there'll be a correlation there. Have we stuck to our rules, extra comments, and then afterwards what I've learned, changes I need to make. So I'll be doing this on a daily basis as well, and then I'll be probably attaching that to the weekly report. I don't see why not. Yeah, so that's what I'm doing, but it's a fair few little bits to do, and I just want to trade rather than trying to talk at the same time. Anything else to say? No, probably not. Probably not. I really, another key reason I'm using multiple of my entry models that I've researched now is because I really have noticed this last week prolonging my trading sessions is not sustainable. It's not a good idea. So I want more entry models that work and come into effect within the first hour to 90 minutes of the session. I really want to be done by 9:30 on a daily basis. I don't want to start my sessions at 6:30 and end them at 11:30 because it's just too tiring to do sustainably alongside working another job. So the plan is for the sessions to be shorter, but to have more, to be more nimble and to have more entry options. during that shorter period of time. Because ultimately, this is the goal with trading, is to do it for as little as possible and to give myself as much more free time afterwards as I can. So yeah, I will be back at 12 o'clock and we'll go through exactly how it's gone. But I feel a lot better coming into today doing it this way. So that is a good sign. Thank you, and I'll talk to you later.